witches. So I'm feeling confident to begin casting again. So tonight I will be doing some money spells, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. So the first one is going to be a little bit more involved than the second one. So first, I want to start with just making sure that you know if you're doing a money spell that's for growth, any type of abundance working, you're going to want to make sure that you are doing it during a waxing moon or a full moon. You also want to make sure that you're doing it on a Thursday. That's best. You can also do it on Wednesdays and Fridays if you want to work with Mercury or if you want to work with Venus. But Thursdays, that's the day I always do it. Unless the full moon's not on a Thursday. So some deities you can work with. You can work with Ahe, Lakshmi, Mercury, Oshun, Plutus, Dutate, Velas, Ninus. That's Venus. Y'all, and mine's still not right. Help. You work with any of those deities. So if you are working with Venus, it's a good idea, whatever you're working with, whichever spell you're doing, if you're working with her, to add in some rose quartz. She likes rose quartz. And make sure if you're inviting one of those deities in that you have a tailored offering for them. So the first one, you're going to need 2 green candles. You're going to need patchouli incense. You're going to need patchouli oil, or you can use a money drawing oil or a lottery oil, a call money oil, any of those money oils, or a homemade money oil. You choose. You're going to need some coins, and you're going to need some crystals. So the crystals that you can use: malachite, tiger's eye, amber, green jade, citrine, or green aventurine. So I have got several of those. So I think that I'm going to use these that I have here. So you want an equal number of stones and an equal number of coins. So I've got 5 stones there, 5 coins. And you are also going to need 2 green candles. And that's pretty much it. Just your intent, your visualization, and I have a patchouli incense in here. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with your candles. And I'm going to put them here on this little plate, just in case they like to drip. I love this plate. You can get anything off this plate. And I love things you can get wax off without having to worry about them breaking like glass. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, make sure you cleanse, you consecrate, and you charge everything, and then cast your circle. I've already cleansed everything, and I've already charged everything, plus everything has charged under the full moon multiple times. When I do this later for myself, I'll do it again, but even when I'm modeling these, I like to go ahead and cleanse everything just because it's a habit. So once you do that, you're going to dress your candles. You can use any oil. It says patchouli oil, but if you want to substitute it with a money drawing, even a crown of success, a homemade money oil, or lucky gambler, you can do that. I think that I'm going to use, I'm kind of going for right now, honestly, lottery stuff, because I've just gotten interested in it. So I dress these with the Lucky Gambler oil from Sun's Eye. It smells really good too. So I did that, and I also, before I rubbed them down, I carved $3 signs into each one. No amount, just $3 signs. If you want to carve an amount, if you need a specific amount of money for a situation, by all means carve that in there. You can also put your name, your birth date. You can put any sigils that you want to do. The sigil for Jupiter is always great to do when you're working on a Thursday. But I just went with the $3 signs on each one. So what you're going to do is you're going to light the first candle. So I'm going to use this one first. And you don't have to have a plate with the pentagram, with the pentacle. I just like having it. So as you do that, you're going to just keep visualizing, okay? You're going to visualize your whole way through. I probably should trim this wig, but too lazy. So you light that one up, and then you're going to put the stuff around it. So you're going to put a crystal and a coin. A crystal and a coin. I love malachite. It's so gorgeous. A crystal and a coin. And it's best to work in odd numbers. Crystal and a coin. And I need to scooch over a little bit here. And then a crystal and then a coin. So that evens up to 10, but it's 5 of each. So it's like, it's separate. It's 5 and 5. So once you have that on there and you have visualized yourself to death and you're picturing the house you want, the car you want, what you're going to do with the money, you're going to visualize it as if you already have the money. You're going to pump yourself up thinking that you already have it. You're going to live as if you already have it. That doesn't mean go blow everything that you have, but just live, live life like you have it. You could also, if you wanted to, you could put in some gold glitter, some green glitter. My child and I were playing with glitter earlier, so I thought I might use some of that. So I'm going to sprinkle, make it pretty, just a little bit of green glitter on the plate. And then a little bit of gold glitter. And you don't have to do this. You just can. You might want to do it before you light the candle. It's going to give me a funky burn. But anyway, so once you've got all that, what you can do, you can add things in. I wanted to say this at the beginning, but I added in some, wow, look at that flame because of that glitter. I added in a bowl of sand from the beach, and then I added in some seawater just because those things scream abundance to me, because the sea is the most abundant place ever. At least it is for now. Hopefully humans will quit messing it up. But once you've got that and you've put the stuff around it, you're going to visualize again, and then you're going to say I, and then your name. Invoke the power of the 4 elements: water, fire, earth, and air. Bring me the money I need and want without harming anyone, for the highest good, so mote it be. And then you're going to light the other candle. There's a room for you on the plate because it's too pretty, so I'm going to put you here and you better not get it. Wax everywhere. So then you're going to light up the other one. And then you're going to visualize. So at this time during the spell, I would normally pause and probably go into a slight meditation. Just visualizing all the things I want to buy or pay for. You're going to let them burn out. And then you're going to take the stones and coins here, and you're going to put them in a little sachet or a little mojo bag, or tie up some cloth, whatever you want to do. And make sure that you carry them with you in your purse or your pocket, okay, for the next 10 days. If it does not work within 10 days, then what you need to do is just recast it on the next waxing or full moon. So I think that's a pretty cute little spell. It's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. That flame is so tall. Look at that flame. It is almost as tall as the candle. Look how crazy it is. I'm going to hold it still for a minute because I'm going to get a screenshot of that to probably use for the cover of the video. So I never blow out candles, so I'm going to move these out of the way so we can do the second one. I'm actually going to need my plate for the second one, so just give me a sec. I'm going to move these candles over here. And remember, when you're doing money magic, visualization is key. Without visualization, you might as well not do anything. Just don't even do anything. I'm going to leave the gold and green glitter in here because it's pretty. I'm going to remove the coins and the crystals. And I'm getting glitter everywhere. Yay! Alright, so the next one, it's a gypsy spell that I found. And I tailored it, of course, as I always do. So I'll be doing this later, and then after I do that, I'm going to put them probably in a little green mojo bag or sachet and stick them in my purse. So for the next one, what you're going to do, you're going to need a bowl, 5 red candles, you're going to need cinnamon, and you're going to need some change. So I think I'm going to grab this same change since I haven't actually done a spell with it yet. If I had already done a spell with it, I would not be using it twice. Don't do that. Get some new change. So what you're going to do, you're going to need the following ingredients. I think I said that. I said all change, and I meant to say allspice and change, y'all. When your mother dies, you'll go crazy too. You'll understand. And I hope you haven't lost your parents, but both of my parents have passed on now. But we will meet again. Anyway, so what you're going to do, you're going to first make sure you cleanse, make sure you consecrate, make sure you charge everything, cast your circle. It's important when we're doing money magic that we cast a circle because we want to raise as much energy as possible. We want to keep all that power contained, and it just brings in that element, and it helps you get into that headspace when you cast a circle. But if your tradition does not call for you to cast a circle ever, then you certainly don't need to, but you can. So it calls for red candles, for 5 red candles. Right now, I have 1 red candle. So I'm not going to be casting this tonight. I'm just going to use my little red candle for this demo, but you would use 5. You could also take tea lights. And I am so low on these tea lights right now. You could take a white tea light like that, and you could add some red glitter to it. And that would work too. But I won't be casting this one tonight because I don't have my 5 red candles. I think I have 3 chime candles, 1 red taper, and this one. So I only have 4. So not going to work. I have my red Hecate candle, but I'm not about to use that for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to sprinkle the allspice onto the plate. And you can also add patchouli. The spell that I found did not call for patchouli, but I love to use patchouli when I am doing any type of working. Now, if you wanted to use ground allspice, you could. It does not matter. Allspice represents abundance. Patchouli is heavily tied to money. So I'm going to sprinkle those herbs on there. And don't forget to charge and consecrate everything as you're working. I'm not actually casting this, so I'm not going to make you guys sit here and hear me charge everything because it takes forever. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the first candle and you're going to light it on, you're going to light it and place it on top of the money. So we need to add the money on the plate now. Where did I stick my money? Y'all, I'm losing my freaking mind. Here we go. So I'm just going to use these same quarters. And like I said before, it does not matter which one. I'm kind of putting them all together because I'm going to scoot them to the middle. Because in this spell, you're going to put your candle on top of your money. And the reason you need 5 candles, this just hit me. But the reason you need 5 red candles is because you're going to do this for 5 days in a row. So if you wanted to take this candle and dress it in a money oil, go right ahead. And you can carve in there dollar signs. You could carve the symbol for Jupiter, whatever you want to do. And you also want to put on the plate a cinnamon stick to speed things up. So you've got all your yummy ingredients on the plate now ready to go. And like I said, if you are working with Venus, because you can also work with her, you can work with her for money magic. You might want to add in a couple of pieces of rose quartz just to help her. Also, the seawater and the sand from the beach comes in handy because abundance, abundance, abundance. All right, so what you're gonna do, this one is really simple. Excuse me. So once you do that, before you light the candle, you're gonna say, trink of 5, trink of 5. My money may come alive. And you're gonna say that 3 times. I'm gonna say it 3 times. Then you're gonna light the candle. The lighter's in my hand. Light it up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to say it again. Trink of 5, trink of 5, my money comes alive. And then as you stare into that flame, you're going to sit there, go into a meditative state if you have to focus, but just sit there and stare at that flame. Stare at it. Visualize. What do you want to buy with the money? What do you need it for? Maybe you need it for school. Maybe you need it to fix a car. Maybe you need it for a damn funeral like we just did. Maybe you need it, you know, to upgrade something. Maybe you just want it. Whatever reason you have for doing the spell, do that, okay? Do that. So you're going to want to make sure you begin this spell on a Wednesday if you want to work with Mercury, or if you're working with Jupiter, you want to do it on a Thursday, waxing moon. Don't forget that. It's growth. Anything that has to do with growth, you're going to do it during a waxing moon or a full moon. So you do that for 5 days in a row. And the longer you can sit with this candle, the better. So I've got this votive right here. I probably would use a chime candle if I were to cast this for myself, just because it takes a little bit less time to burn down. But like I said before, please don't use birthday candles. I feel like they just go too fast. A lot of people will say, they're fine, they're fire, but it's just me. It's just me. I'm just different. So the allspice berries in here, they represent abundance. I don't know if I already said that. And then the cinnamon speeds things up. This is supposed to work really fast. So if you wanted to add anything in, some herbs you could add in, some 5-finger grass, some fenugreek, anything tied to money, some oregano, just anything that you want to add, go right ahead. Tailor these spells. Don't just copy them. If you want to, that's fine, but if you add in some touches and make it your own, it works so much better. But that's all I have, guys, and I hope that you enjoyed these. I hope you try these. If you can't try them tonight, maybe you can try them on next Thursday or the full moon. But I'm coming right back with the witchy haul because I've accumulated a lot of stuff over Yule. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Blessed be.